Hi, this is Lisa from Lisa's Crafty Creations, and today we're just going to do a little bit of painting and having a chat. What I'm going to do is paint some of the resin pieces that I did on Saturday, and just try and add a little bit of colour. I've done a couple, so what I've done is just added a little bit of pink to the edges of these roses, just to see what it would look like. And I think that's quite nice. I think that's just made that a little bit more effective, a little bit better. I think next time I'll use lighter colours in these, and I certainly won't use that colour green, it's too much. And then I've also done this little daisy in the yellow. I'm using the acrylic paints that I got yesterday, and they've come out alright. It's going to need another coat, and that one's going to have a black centre once it dries. But I think that it'll be okay. I think it'll work out okay. I've added a little bit of yellow to this one as well, and it just gives it a little bit, lightens and gets rid of some of that green. But I'm still not overly happy with these. These are going to be definitely an experiment, and as you know, I like to experiment on this channel. Experiment, I love it. Anyway, so as I say, these are all experimental pieces to see what looks good and what doesn't, what will work, what won't work, and I think you painting it with the acrylic will actually work. I just need a fine brush, and I've got this one, but I think this one is too thick, it's too wide. I'm cleaning it off with wet wipes before the paint dries on the brush, before I use another colour, which is working well. And all in all, the paint's not as thick as I was expecting, but it's only a cheap set, because as I say, it's just for experimental purposes. That yellow was a bit all over the place, everywhere. So if I make a mess, if I spoil them, it doesn't matter, but it'll give me an idea on what it's going to look like. As I say, I think I need a finer paintbrush, but let's just give it a go. We've got a cameo here, although I'll start with this, give me a chance to, I think we'll add some light pink, some yellow and some blue, because I think we've got some little cornflowers there. Use more wet wipes than I know what to do with. Right, let's just do these little spiky ones here. See, the colour's going on quite well. In some of them I think we'll need a second coat, like that large daisy. Oops. There we go. And that's that one. Let's do a little bit of the yellow. Okay, just leave a couple of bits in the yellow. go back to the blue because I've missed one. Here. And then we're going to do that large flower in the bottom in pink. It's already looking better. I think what I'll do is use a different green as well, and we'll just highlight some of the green bits in a different colour green, and that might just take away this glary green that I've used in the resin. I think that's going to look alright. I think, you know, a fine paintbrush definitely will be better, but I think that's going to look alright. Let's try these cameos. I'm not keen on that coloured blue, so I'm going to get the white. And I'm going to just mix a little bit. I'll just use that. So get some blue on there. I should have done the white first, shouldn't I? I'll get some white. And we'll just mix some of that white with that. That's better. Get that cameo blue. Right. Put the lids back on so I don't spill it. Right, this is going to be a fiddly job. Sorry, I'm not talking, I'm concentrating. So I think another coat of the acrylic will be spot on. I'll do the edge as well. There we go, and we'll just leave her to dry. So that's what that's turned out like. I'm pleased with that. I think that's given the right effect. It looks good. So I'm going to do that again with this one. I don't know whether they'll have enough paint to go around the outside of this one. And this one's a bit more fiddly. Now I'll have to mix some more paint. work out good. Right, let's try again. At least it dries quite quickly as well. This is where a finer brush will come in. At least I'm not shaking today. I can imagine doing it if you're shaking is not going to work very well. Yeah, I need a fine brush. Otherwise the hair's going to go blue. Well, we're just experimenting, so once I get a fine brush, which I'll order today I think, because I want a good quality brush if I'm doing this. Even just going around the outside and not worrying about the middle bits would probably work well. I've got scissors right next to me, I don't know why I'm ripping it. Right, if we just wrap that round the tweezers and just use the tweezers. Try again, see whether this works. Again, experiments, experiments. I love to experiment, can you tell? There we go. Clean off her hair a little bit. That's better. There we go. So she really stands out a lot better, doesn't she? I'm liking them. Whoops, I'm liking them painted. And the sides are all done on that one. I think that's brilliant. I like it a lot. Right, I'm going to change to a different green. Just leave that on there. And I'm going to add some darker green to this first. I've just splattered myself with paint in the face, I can feel it. Oh, yes I have. Got green smudge all over my face now. Right, let's try this darker green. That's a bit better. Still the same sort of colour to it. If I just do it in places, might just alter the look of it a little bit. Please let me know what you think in the comments. If you've got any ideas. I think that's a bow. I might add that, make that into a different colour. There. Just add a different colour green to it. Might work. I'm just going to rub paint off that bit there, because I'm going to add a dark, I'm going to add a red to that. red to that. So I think what I'll do is give it a red bow. Because that's what that is. It's a bow that you get, obviously, because your flowers, they usually get wrapped up with a nice bow. There we go. It's looking better. It's looking better. There is some improvement there, I'll be pleased to say. Little bits of improvement here and there. That's all good. Getcha. Thank you. Thank you. Clean the red off the brush again. I'm not going to do this one today because I need a finer brush. There's no way that I'm going to be able to do that with this brush. So I'm going to leave that one. But what I'm going to do is add some of the green. Actually, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to add some of the green. What else? I think I'll add some red. What I'll do next time, I think, is I'll do this white, and then with a fine brush just add the colours with the brush. I think that's looking better though. It's definitely better than it was. We'll say that. There you go. So that's definitely better than it was, isn't it? So that's what I'm planning on doing it today. I've done most of them, so I'm just going to let them dry, and then we might do a second coat on some of them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. I'm not overly happy with them, although I am pleased the fact that the colours are coming out. So what I'm going to do is I think I'll probably scrap them, except maybe it's this one here. I like this one, that looks good. The little tiny one with the pink froze in, and that one doesn't look too bad. So the small ones themselves don't look too bad. I might give the greenery a paint with that darker colour because I think it does help. Let's do that now. Before I go, let's have a look, and then you might as well see the finished look. Yeah, I think that darker green is helping. So I hope you're having a good day. What you're going to have done, what you doing today. There you go, that's better, isn't it? That's better, isn't it? With a darker green rather than that in your face green. So I'll just do that with these small ones, but I think the bigger ones I'm just going to get rid of and start again with them. And I think I'll just do them in a white resin and then paint them. Especially if I get a finer brush, I should be able to do that a lot better. So all in all, I'm pleased with that. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Please, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and press the thumbs up button. Leave any comments. Constructive criticism is welcome. If you've been to the channel before, thank you very much for coming again. Please again give me a thumbs up, let me know what you think, whether there's anything you would suggest just to enhance them a little bit more. And as I say, I'm going to love you and leave you. Please remember to pass on a smile if you get the opportunity to, and I'll see you next time. Bye.